up, everybody? It's your girl Janae True, aka True That, and I'm here to talk to you today about Kane Mayfield's new release, The Return of Rap. He's been getting a lot of exposure for it, a lot of coverage for it, and it's a pretty great album. If you listen to it in the beginning, well, it's divided, so it's different from a lot of the other albums that I've ever heard, and especially covering Baltimore hip-hop specifically, because he starts out with kind of like a jazzy boom bap feel in the beginning of the album, like the first 7 or 8 songs, and then it transitions to a totally different feel, which I'm going to talk about more in a minute. But his whole marketing plan for the album was to pick a side. So he goes against everything that our generation right now knows about rap, what we've been listening to, we've been turning up to, and he pretty much, you know, gets us thinking consciously on this album. And like I said, he really dives into a lot about his life. You get to know about him as a person and his upcoming in hip hop and what he's gone through so far. So you get to know him as an artist, and you get some knowledge about social awareness and things going on in the world. So big ups to Kane for that. He definitely opened my eyes to a lot of things. It's a lot of tracks that like handprints, where you'll listen and you'll hear some samples of like a white man talking. It's like you know, the N-bomb is dropped in a couple of places, and it'll really take you aback sometimes, because you'll be like, oh, did that really just get said on the album? Honestly, me being in a new age generation of like in our up-tempo songs and our turn up music, I can say when I first was listening to it, you know, the fact that the whole first part or whole first 7 songs was straight a boom bap production style throughout, I kind of, you know, I listened to the words, but it kind of was like, it was a little bit like overkill for me in the beginning, because I was just like, okay, you know, I know that Kane he can turn up. I know that he can get busy with lyricism, and he definitely was lyrical on that part, but I was just waiting for like a beat to drop and for him to go crazy on the track, and I wasn't hearing that. So in the beginning I was like, this is cool, but where's that other Kane at? I knew it was in this album somewhere, interwoven in the album somewhere. I was just waiting for it. So you know, I kept listening, and you hear like you actually physically hear the tape, him flip the tape over on the album, and he's basically going to the other side, which is the Kane Mayfield a lot of you might know, the turn up Kane Mayfield, and he starts going in like on the track, I think Rap Games or Return of Rap, which is the first song on that second side. He just kills it. He starts to get the complex rhyme schemes in there and rap it fast like he does, and it's just so dope. But I think that the way that he did it is really dope, because at the end it's like, you need to pick a side. Are you going to be all about the turn up music all the time? Or are you really going to listen to some things, listen to some of the things a black man in society right now has to say, and where we are in our position in society moving forward as a people? If I had to rate this album, it's interesting how I would rate it. I would say download it, but I would also say buy it. I say download it primarily because, just for me, in my first listen, like I said, in the beginning, it wasn't what I was expecting, but I got the marketing piece, I got what it was, why he did it, but it just wasn't the Kane that I was expecting, even though I enjoyed his message throughout the whole thing. The sound, you know, boom bap throughout in the beginning, and then the turn up at the end, I kind of was like, you know, like I said, I had to wait for it, and I was kind of a little disappointed by that. But I definitely say buy it. If you're a boom bap fan, you know, buy it. If you're listening, if you're wanting to hear something real, buy this album, because that's what Kane Mayfield is about. He's a real artist. He's a dope artist. He has something to actually say in this album, and we're lacking that, honestly, in music right now. So I'm all about lyricism, and I'm all about this album. I'm down for it. So that's my rating. My name is Janae True, and this has been the Unnamed Music Show. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at TrueThatBlog, and you can go to my website if you want to hear more Baltimore hip hop, Janae True, JANAETRU.com. Peace.